Oh, we're on, okay. Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. Mike's Garage kind of came out to Born Free this weekend. So here we are at Born Free, and we're in the Leinweber booth at Born Free. There's a whole lot of vendors here, and I thought it would be nice if we could introduce a few. So please subscribe, and let's go from there. This is my friend Justin Leinweber. Now, Justin's dad was a friend of mine, and we did business for many years. And now Justin has taken over the business.
I have.
With the passing of his dad, who was quite a guy. We got to stop for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yes, he was very, very good to all of us. And now he was setting world records, I think, in the 60s.
Yeah, he was up at Bonneville in the 60s. He did 187 on a knucklehead, nitro knucklehead. Broke a rocker arm and coasted through at 187, and that was the only time he was up there setting records. So he did a lot at the drag strip. He he rode the barn job for Clem.
Right.
And they were the first to go 150, 160, and 170 in a quarter mile.
I remember the barn job when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I mean, it's a Vincent Black Shadow motor with a homemade tank on it, and I mean, it was, to us as a bunch of kids, it was probably the most beautiful race bike anyone had ever seen. It was just incredible.
It's still gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I saw it at a show in Del Mar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. I'm actually going to pick it up in Bowling Green. It was at a reunion last weekend. I'm going to pick it up and take it to Humboldt, Iowa next weekend for the Nostalgia Drags, and we're bringing it back to the NHRA museum here. So
obviously Justin is keeping all of this stuff alive, and I'm so glad. Justin is doing the cams for my Flathead 80, but I didn't say so because I'm still not back into that motor where I belong, but I will be very soon.
Yeah, we'll have
and I
it when
will
you're
of
ready.
course be out to your place to visit.
Yeah.
Which is always fun. Let's see what else. I mean, I was mentioning that you guys have unique cam gears, not just the wildest, coolest grinds. Every cam grinder has his own theory on how things should be done.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you and your dad have produced, nothing else like it. It's truly unique, some of the best stuff. And I did buy cams from your dad for about 40 years, I think.
So I can go off a little bit of his theory that he passed on to me. And the whole theory he had was open the valve up as long and as hard as you can, but also incorporate a very soft initial opening and a very soft initial closing. So if you look at these, it looks radical. It looks like a box on a stick, right? We call it brick on a stick. But actually, if you go down to the science of it, this opening for the first 10 or 20 thousandths is nice and soft on the valve. So if you run enough spring pressure where your lifter actually stays on the lobe, it doesn't beat up the Valvetrain as bad as maybe, if you run a lighter, it comes off actually and slams in down here, and that's what eats your lifter. But with ours, it comes on, and if you hold it down and it closes soft, you don't have any valve bouncing when it closes either. So the lobe put together with our good valve springs, good combination.
We'll be doing it in my Flathead 80. I know that we've used a lot of your cams in knuckleheads, a lot of them, and quite a few actually in shovels and evos. So this is great. The legacy is carried on. It continues.
I'm very honored to be able to carry it on and keep it going. And Dad's whole theory was don't ever work a day in your life. And we don't. I live my life on two wheels, making two wheels faster. I race desert, I go to the drag strip, flat tracking. We would go to the salt flats every year, twice a year. And for me, it's just all about keeping life on two wheels, continuing forward. So that's the best thing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Justin, thanks a million. Would you introduce your wife? Where is she? She's still running around here?
My wife, Legacy.
She's legacies all over the place, man.
She answers the phone, takes the orders, and keeps me in line. So
That's great. That's great. So this is Legacy.
Hello.
And the whole thing continues. The saga continues with Leinweber's products.
yes, sir.
Absolutely.
And so we'll be able to keep on buying neat stuff from you for a long time to come.
Coming out with new products at the end of the year and just trying to keep building. So
Okay. From Born Free, we'll see you out on the road.